Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Escaping Reality. I am Riya Pandey and thank you so much for tuning in yet again. And if by the thumbnail of this video you have not figured out what it is, I have some exciting news to share with you and I am over the moon to be talking about this today because it has been a dream for the last 4 years that I've been in Ireland. And I cannot believe that I am joining an organization that has contributed so much to the world in terms of internet and technology as we know it. It is everywhere we go. It provides us everything we need, be it from getting from point A to B, in a new country where you don't know any ways or routes, be it using an Android device or, watching this video on the very platform that they own or going online, doing everything on the internet on their search engine. And if you have not guessed it, even now, it is Google. And it feels unreal for me to say I'm a Googler now. And I cannot imagine the number of times I have dreamt about this moment. Starting YouTube this year and, monetizing on it, and then having seen how they have transformed the world and the kind of products they have released over and over again. If you watch the Google I/O, how they are working with technology, with AI to, revolutionize the way we as users engage with everything online, it is insane. And it feels amazing to be able to know that I'll be a part of this ecosystem now. And I have finally, started with them. So I've been waiting to share this news for the longest time with a lot of people because I had applied for this role initially in April, like 27th of April. I had formally applied for the role. This time I didn't take a referral because for the past few times I had been taking referrals and it wasn't really working out. And this is not the first time I've interviewed for Google. This was actually my second time interviewing with them. The first time being 2 years back during the pandemic or just after the pandemic. And the role was impacted because of it wasn't needed at that time to fill the role. And I had also interviewed with the sales manager at that time. So you can imagine how much I had looked forward to the day I actually get their offer. And I can still think about and relive the day where the recruiter just emailed me that, okay, can you get on a call for 15 minutes? And then she was like, congratulations, you have got the job. And I just couldn't believe that I'm finally going to this company. And I had 4 rounds throughout May. I was giving interviews. I was extremely stressed out about it. After each round, there was, stress. Will I make it to the next round? There was a lot to prepare, a lot to talk about, to think what they value, what they need, what kind of a person they need. They look for the googliness factor. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically to be an innovative thinker, to be a problem solver, to be able to, help others, think about the community, have a drive to, create an impact. So googliness is not a defined word, but it's a state of being that they really value. And this process taught me that googliness is not something you prepare for the interview, but everything you have done over the past couple of years, it actually, contributes to one day being able to talk about it. I talked about things in my interview that I did on college level in terms of social work. I talked about how I worked with stray animals to get them adopted, to get them sterilized, to control their population in an ethical manner. I talked about an initiative I started in college called Wearability, which was for disability friendly clothing line. I really resonate with the concept of build for everyone, which is Google's motto. So they want to create solutions that are for everyone should be able to use them. And since I had done all these things over the past couple of years, or actually many, many years ago, not thinking that one day it will help me crack Google was like, you come a full circle. You basically see everything, coming together at the end of the day. And those were things I did purely out of passion. I never thought I'll work for Google at that time. And then I was able to talk about things and go so deep into my past that it really had an impact. And I didn't even prepare to talk about these things. I didn't expect what they will ask. Like they asked me about all these things that are not even work related to see if you are a good fit for Google. And I truly believe that, when you're working 8 hours a day, there's no on and off switch at the end of the day that, oh, today I'm really passionate and hardworking at work and I'm helping everyone. And then the minute work ends, you are not that in your personal life. So you still carry on those values into your personal life, and then you carry on all the values from your personal life to your professional life. And all these things really, make you as a person, be it in this company or any company. Your values and who you are has to stay the same. And everyone has a dream company, everyone has a different mission that they relate to. I think with Google, it's like I really understand and connect with what they are doing. Like, just to give an example, when the pandemic happened, a solution like Google Classrooms really made education accessible. All the students across India were studying on Google Classrooms and, like, using that facility to connect with their teachers. And this is why I really resonate with their mission. So yeah, now I have started sales school. I've accepted the offer and I joined on 6th August. I got the offer in June, and then I worked for a bit and then took 3 weeks off to recharge, re-energize, to like take some time out for my health, went to the gym almost 5 to 6 days a week, spend time, just getting really geared up for what's coming next. And now I'm extremely excited to be a part of this company. This year, I started YouTube, I monetized, I talked about YouTube in my interview. One of the questions was, how will I improve any of the Google products? So I talked about YouTube Creator Studio, which is basically where I see all my analytics, how many views, answering comments, where am I getting engagement from, so I can see all of that, how much money I'm earning. And I talked about how I should be able to test different thumbnails to see which one has the best like click through rate and how many people are testing that. And at that time when I talked about it, this feature wasn't there. And then a week after it came through, which is really funny because it's not like, oh, because I said it that it happened, but this was a real problem that creators were facing, not being able to test which thumbnail was working for them. And since it wasn't there, but I was like, it was a funny story that it came up a week after, and now it's there and you can test thumbnails, which is amazing. So yeah, everything really adds up, and being passionate about what you want to do, what you want to achieve out of your career, where you want to go next. How is it just a way to make money, or is it something that is holds a bigger purpose in your life? And I went to the Google headquarters back in 2019, and I remember that day so clearly. It was 7 in the morning. I stayed like 25 minutes from there. I walked in the morning. It was really cold that day. I still remember there was a Google Digital Garage session. So it's a free session they hold sometimes to like have a seminar and talk about some things, and it's open to everyone. So I went there, went to the Docs building, which is their main building, had a breakfast, looked at the view, and I was like, this is unreal. This is the place I want to work someday. And then I attended that session. I still remember what they talked about. They talked about how people turn to Google based on micro moments. So it could be what, how, where, and why. So anytime you want to find information like what is the temperature in Dublin today, how do I reach, or how do I fix my blender, or any of those questions, you basically turn to Google. So anytime you have these questions and you need to find information, it's the micro moments that trigger us to turn to a Google search engine. So I still remember that. And then I was like, okay, one day I want to come here and be an employee. And now I'm there. I have finally made it. The office is amazing. The team seems amazing. And it's absolutely brilliant to be able to reach here. There was a time when I was told I was not good at a sales role so many years back, but that was not the kind of sales I wanted to do. I now want to work with clients, build their profile on Google products. And I forgot to tell you which role I'm joining. I'm joining as an account strategist for the UKI team. So I'll work with a bunch of clients and help them, grow in terms of advertising on Google. So this is my journey. I hope that whoever is, looking for their next opportunity or wants to go to their dream company, stay true to your passion. It can take some time. And I just wanted to ramble on a bit more. But I had also applied for a role about 4 to 5 months back. And I reached the final stages of the interview and I thought I've got it. And then it turns out that they internally hired someone and that opportunity didn't come through. It was a hike in terms of pay grade. It was a remote job. And it was a better job than what I was doing. So I was like, okay, I've probably got it. And then I found out it didn't come to me and I was so disappointed. But now that I look back, if I had accepted that offer back then, They would have put me on a visa. I couldn't have left the organization before a year, and I probably wouldn't have even applied to Google. And this was the first time I didn't apply with a referral. Like, I just applied on my own and got through. So in hindsight, I can say that it worked out for the best that I didn't get that job, because then I wouldn't have got this job. And this is the job I would have wanted. In all honesty, this is where I wanted to be. So it all worked out. And if you are looking for your dream job, hang in there, work on yourself, upskill, find ways that you can one day be a part of that ecosystem, attend talks, attend seminars that your dream company is conducting, prepare for a day. Imagine giving the interview in your head, even if you haven't given it. Imagine yourself being in that place, being in that building, or experiencing something related to that vision or dream of yours. And I know this all sounds really cheesy, but it is something I feel really helps you stay on track and helps you stay motivated. And one day you will get there, and then you can thank me then. So anyway, thank you guys. This was my story, and thank you for listening to me rambling about it. If you have any questions about my role at Google, how I did it, and if you want to talk about your dreams, where you want to go, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And we shall talk again next time. Until then, thank you so much, and like, share, and subscribe.